This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Real Estate Trading Frank. It's 8:30 p.m. on November 23rd. One of my members sent me a text DM on Twitter saying it's Fibonacci Day. So, hail Fibonacci, okay? The Fibonacci retracements and everything that we do. The great Italian mathematician Fibonacci. There we go. All right. I'm going to keep this really short. I'm very exhausted, had to do a lot of running around, and despite the fact that I was out, I guided you people on what was going on, and a bunch of great winners, great winners. So that's the way it goes. So what you see behind your back is the bear eating the bull, and that's nothing to do with me. That has to do with investing.com, where I show my charts. It's temporarily down. That's what it says. I am back, right? Okay, fine. So saying all that, so we will resort to our market charts on Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade. Full disclosure, this is purely for financial education, not for any solicitation or advice. And let us begin. Well, I'll start off with the simple statement. Everything that I said about the market is happening as we speak. The markets are going higher, period. No question about it. Biden, Trump, doesn't matter. I hope all of you listen to my Twitter feed broadcast. Okay, I was reading a text from a DM. Anyway, politics is not the question here. What we're talking about is simple markets. So lots of good things are happening. So let's try to keep this simple. This is an ascending triangle. There are a couple of things. Of course, ascending triangles don't happen in one day. It will take a little bit of time, and the time is a matter of days. We have Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving. Don't forget. The pilgrims from my old hometown in Boston and Plymouth are the ones who landed and did their thing, and that's why it's called Thanksgiving, right? Exactly. So any of you who are not from the East Coast, don't know what Plymouth is and where Plymouth Rock and the Pilgrims landed, then you guys have no American history. Okay, that's it. So two ascending triangles, 1, 2. This is the big one. This is the small one. And in between, we have levels that we have to move up above, right? Absolutely. So we're right here right now. Just choosing a pen color. We're right here right now. We held the floor. This should be in red, by the way, at around 35, wherever it is. I'll show you guys. Around 35.49, some 35.40, and I believe by the time Thanksgiving turkey arrives at your dinner, and if you know how to cook a turkey, it's going to be right here. And what is that number? That number is, and people who are playing the SPY calls, which I certainly do almost every day, you don't need me to tell you that. I show you the charts. Play it. Okay, right there is 36.38. Wow, that's a lot. That's almost 500 points above. So let's not be that bullish. Let's be somewhat bullish and just say 36.22. Okay, one with the other, we're going to get there. So that's still a couple of 100 points above. Where are futures right now? Can somebody tell me? If you're a trader, you're looking at your iPhone or your Samsung, and you are looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. Futures right now are up 17 points, 16 and a half, and Dow futures are up 178, and NASDAQ futures are up beautiful 44 points. Okay, this is an ascending triangle, unless, and this is how traders look at markets. This is how traders look at markets. There's no two ways about it. Unless we break below this, we are going higher. Should be a red line, but I'm just showing you. Okay, that's it. It's all about technicals. It's all about markets. Everyone with me so far? Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I think you know, Trump's the GSA.
I'm not. No. I'm not talking about the political stuff. I'm talking about the technical stuff. Trump right now is mute. Okay. Trump is mute right now because a lot of things are happening that are not going in his favor. All right. And the markets are going up hard. We're up 328 points. The futures are up 156, 160 points right now, 153 points. So nothing to do with that. I'm saying about when you look at this chart, does it make you feel good or bad? That's all I'm asking.
Well, the futures chart does. Yeah.
Well, what is the futures chart? It's what the markets are betting on.
Well, we're gapping up above that resistance level. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Stay long. That's all I got to say. Stay long. All right? Stay long. That's all I'm going to say. There's something in the hesitation in your voice, like what? We're all of a sudden going to crash right now before Thanksgiving, before Turkey Day on Thursday?
I don't know. I'm not hesitant at all. I mean,
well, I'm here to tell you, we're not. Okay, exactly. So we have a lot of room to move. I'm not saying we're going up to 3650, but we can go up to 3600 very easily. We're actually at 3600 right now as we speak, almost on the after hours futures. Unless we break this uptrend line, all bearish bets are off. Now, here is a point that I want to draw for all you people, and Chris is a good friend of mine. The hesitation that you see with people who are kind of bullish on the market, the hesitation you see is the fuel that drives the market higher. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying, Chris? Our hesitation and our fear is what is driving the markets higher.
Yeah, cautiously optimistic.
Which you've been saying since 2009. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So what I'm basically trying to say, not trying to point you as an example, I'm pointing myself as an example. Look at my last webinar. I showed bearish charts and bullish charts and the whole works. So the fact is, there is no way, if somebody's technical, can say this market is bearish. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. And I am drawing this for all of you right now. The best bearish bullish scenario by early March is 3,900 on the SPX on the short-term basis. And you only have to look at the charts. And I'm not super bullish. I'm always taking profits every 50%, 60%, 70%. So many good winners. So I'm just showing this to you all. And I'm telling you, do what you need to do. You can hide in your caves. 3764. Let's draw a shorter term chart. Oops. Bear with me 1 second. Paul, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I know you're loving what I'm talking about, but let me just try to draw it. I know. And Paul is the kind of friend that I love, who we talk a lot. Like, we're in the same political affiliation, but we're like, okay, let's look at business. What will business do? Biden wins all these different states, blah, 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 blah. And Paul's like, okay, that's great for tech. That's exactly with me. Apple was down 2,074 cents today. Why? Because some goddamn stupid analyst downgraded it. It will be up in the next 24 to 48 hours. $5. Mark my words. Mark my words. Okay? And Biden, Sleepy Joe, is going to be great for technology and green energy. That's why Paul's making so much money on Tesla. And I'm not making money on Tesla, even though I'm making money on Blink. Blink, blink. Exactly. All right? Which is Tesla supercharger that I've been talking about for 4 months. Have I not been, Paul, about Blink? From $8?
Yeah, from way back, yeah.
Way back, from $8, $9, $10, and then Blink, supercharger, Tesla might buy them. Listen to my videos. Where is Blink today? Blink went today to 30. Holy crap, after hours it's $36. I don't even trade that stock. I just have a bunch of common that I put away on my non-trading account. And I told you guys to buy it from 8 to 36. Exactly. Thank you very much. Oh my, holy crap. Palantir, I sold it last week. It's up 20% today. Anyone knows Palantir? Who is the founder of Palantir, aside from Paul? Does anyone know? And what does Palantir do? What a name, Palantir. Sounds like a great pizza.
They data mine and they spy on.
Exactly. They data mine and they spy. The founder of Palantir is Peter Thiel, one of the only Silicon Valley guys who supported Trump. Does that make him great? No. He is also one of the founders of Facebook. And he's kind of a jerk. And the new and the CEO of Palantir is a guy with like hippie hair, like, big time. No one knows Palantir. And the stock came public at 9, and the stock is at 21. I laugh. Okay, I'm not in Palantir right now. I left it at 17. I'll get back in Palantir. It's not where it's coming from, it's where it's going. So look at this chart of the E-minis. Please look at this very, very carefully. This is while the majority of US corporations are endorsing Biden, the man who is a socialist, right? My ass. The man is more connected to Wall Street than Donald was in his New York days. Because remember what Donald said back in 2014 and 16. The markets are going down. It's all over. I love Donald's business policies. His market abilities, like thumbs down. Exactly. All right. So do I think Biden's a genius? No. I personally think he's an idiot. But do I think that he's going to be helpful for the markets overall with the stimulus plan with green energy, where Paul is going to be a multi-billionaire? He will. All right. Tesla will go to 2,000. I'm in Tesla very soon. I mean, I'm talking starting tomorrow. And I did tell you guys to buy Tesla, by the way, even though I didn't. Yes, exactly. So wake up and listen to what's happening. Smell the fresh air. This is a good looking chart. So what's the next move? 36.38. Buy this Friday. If I'm wrong, okay, for once I'm wrong. Big deal. like Chris does when he puts out and Paul does when he puts out my videos on stock trades. He goes, "Here's Frank putting down his whatever you wrote," right, Chris? Yes, we're going higher. There is nothing in this picture that says we're not going higher.
Frank lays it out.
What was that, boss?
Frank lays it on the line.
Yes, exactly. I am. Thank you, my friend. I wish I was. Let's have it on digital, nice little single malt. Yes, exactly. I'm laying it on the line. We are going higher. We're going to retest the highs, and that high, which was that morning on November 9th, on the Pfizer announcement. That's all I have to say about the markets. So play the SPY. Take profits along the way. Move your strikes up, but play the SPY. There is nothing in this picture that tells me. And the best part is, look at the stochastics. They're just about to turn. Look at the McClellan moving above the 100 mark sideways. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Look at the MACD. Just about to turn into one of these large greens. So do I think every day that the market's going to go up? No. What I'm telling you, the markets are going higher between now and Thanksgiving. Quick pullbacks during the day. Between now and then rally into mid-December. Listen to this very carefully, and then tax selling comes in mid-December, and then a spike into late December. That's exactly the playbook that I'm telling you. That's
Frank,
it. Go ahead, sir.
where do you see window dressing coming into this?
That's what I'm. Oh, window dressing is this week, next week, this week. Window dressing is, and what people don't know what window dressing is. It's not like going to Bed Bath and Beyond, which is actually going higher, much higher. It's one of my long-term plays. BBBBI. Why? Bed Bath and Beyond. And Goose. Canada Goose, 37. Told you guys to buy it at 22. Goose, Goos. Thank you very much. Yes, you might have missed Roku, 16 points higher today. I missed it. But how about buying Goose and the calls are up 70%? Exactly. I don't spend $2,000 to buy a Canada Goose jacket. I spend $29 to buy a, jacket from a fleece jacket from TGMX. Okay, but the people who do, exactly, from 22 to 37, GOOS, buy it. So window dressing is right now, Paul, the last 5 days of the month. Let me finish. You asked me a question.
Yep.
24th, 25th, 26th is a holiday, 27th is a half day, 29th. This is the week of window dressing. That's the reason why you're seeing what the markets are doing. Next question, someone else. This is window dressing. Now, what is window dressing?
Just one follow-up.
Oh, 1 second. Let me explain to the people who don't understand window. Window dressing is where mutual funds, primarily pension funds also, but mutual funds primarily like to buy the stocks that are going higher, like Paul's Tesla, like my Square, okay, to show that they owned it, because they might not have bought it 2 weeks ago, but they at least can show, I own it. It's almost borderline illegal what they do, but that's called window dressing, okay? So that is what it's all about. This is the window dressing week, ladies and gentlemen. This is the megaphone. This is the long-term chart. Square with PayPal, Bitcoin going nuts, and PayPal Square accepts Bitcoins going to 260. This is what is happening. This is nothing to do with window dressing. This has to do with long-term projections. The stock is now in a major, what they call open sky zone. What is an open sky zone? This, my friends, is an open sky zone. Just bear with me 1 second. Pen. This is the open sky zone. Okay? It's gone. Yes, it'll be the up $7, pull back 3, doesn't matter. Square right now has broken out of a multi-month range that goes all the way back to August. Gone. No question about it from a technical standpoint and from a fundamental standpoint. Their Cash App business is going nuts. Okay? Cash App, it takes 1 click, gone. You pay anybody you want. Your dog sitter, your babysitter, your girlfriend, like your boyfriend, who knows what. Okay? And Bitcoin. It just broke out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is way too powerful. You see, we overthink things, including me. You say, oh my God, what's the market going to do? Oh, 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart. Why not stick to these monsters who are the digital monsters who are tomorrow's business, who are tomorrow's Tesla, who are tomorrow's Google, and tomorrow's Facebook? Exactly. Seriously. I sit there and wonder sometimes, why the hell do I overthink so much? Just put a crap load of money on these things, and like Paul does in many cases, buy long-term calls going out 6 months, and just say, see you later, so I can leave your my trading desk. You can leave your monitors, go for a long walk, have a nice coffee, and say, you know what? I know the stock is going to be up a week from now, 2 days from now. Do you all understand what I'm saying? And who is Doodoo Boo? Doodoo Boo.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Frank, I invited some people on StockTwits to join if they wanted, so it might be somebody there.
Oh, that's great. I like that. All right. I love Doodoo Boo. I love the name.
Hey,
No,
Frank, quick
really.
question about
Yes,
window
go ahead,
dressing.
sir. Yes.
So yeah, like your prediction, I agree. There's going to be some tax loss selling in December, and then probably a boost at the end of the year. Can fund managers wait until the very end to do window dressing for the year, or do you see it more likely?
No window dress. Yeah, you can do window dressing at the last couple of days. Oh, investing.com is up. That's great. Ooh, I love this chart. Let's pull up my chart. Yes, you can do the window dressing in the. Remember, you never short Christmas. Never short Christmas. So the last couple of days right heading into Christmas, yes, the markets can go higher. Okay, but yeah, of course, window dressing on the last week of December. Absolutely, Paul.
Yep.
Investing.com is having some technical issues because all my saved charts are not coming, as you can see. It's not coming. But let me show you a monthly chart without any structure. Does this show? Wow! Now, do I call you Doodoo-Boo or Dubu? I feel like I'm in Paris. Hello, are you Doodoo-Boo or you Dubu? Do I call you, what's your name? Okay, Doodoo-Boo. C'est ça bon? Paul, you speak French, being Canadian?
I didn't do well in that class, no.
Okay, all right. Paul, this is serious shit, okay? This is the monthly chart going nuts, and I'm creating a new chart in front of people's eyes. Oh my Lord. I can't keep track of this market. I wish I didn't even do webinars and just put everything down on a few charts like Square and Tesla and say you later. C'est ça bon, hein? Vous parlez français? All right, there we go. This is nuts. This is the Dow Jones futures constructed right in front of you on a massive channel from 2009 when Obama took over from Bush. Fuck politics. Let's look at markets. Wow. Does anyone think, including Chris Dubu, Mike H, and Paul, and everyone else who's going to listen to this, does anyone think that this market is a bear market or going lower? Look at this chart, and I'm saving it if I can. I'm going to say DJIA YMF, that's a futures monthly new. Okay. What? I hope it saves it. Look at this chart for the last 11 years. Wow. A lot higher. We're at least going to 30,500, which is the upper end of this channel. This is mind-boggling. This is the first time I'm seeing it because I can't retrieve my older charts because of some issue with investing.com. Are you guys seeing it?
Looks great.
Yes, sir.
And that's the reason why I told you guys to buy Boeing at 150, 140, 160, 170, 180. Where is Boeing today? Where is Boeing today? And you guys all sat around and questioned like, Boeing, the finest American company ever, ever. Boeing. And this is a simple chart. I'm not my quad, other charts, whatever. Here's your gap. Boeing is going to $250. $250. And Boeing is at 211. You want to bet against me? You want to bet against Boeing? And you're complaining about swing trades? Well, not you guys, but I'm saying in general. Ladies and gentlemen, Boeing is going to go to $250. The European schmucks are going to approve 737 Maxes. The United States already has. We have already broken above this trend line. Sometimes we overthink so much. We leave so much money on the table. Yes or no, Chris? And I'm talking to
Exactly.
exactly. We overthink. Boeing at one point will be $310. Mark my words, based not just based on my charts, based on the fact that the 737 MAX has been vetted to a degree, it's not even funny. Okay? And 260. And here's the gap fill, which is 241, 253. Buy those calls into January, into February, whenever. December 18th. Look at this chart. No one wanted to touch this stock at this level. Nobody. I was probably the only trading service out there saying buy Boeing, buy Boeing, buy Boeing, and show a lot of like different short-term charts and longer-term charts. I know it because my greatest Boeing trader, Dominic, made so much money on Boeing since 140, since 150, 160. You don't even want to know. And he's not like some trust fund kid. All right? You want to ask him? Go find him on Twitter right there, you know. Dominic Lapadula, great Italian gentleman. Exactly. Boeing is going to go right here. I have nothing more to say. There's so many stocks going nuts. All right? Look at Boeing. Just look at this chart. Screenshot it. Went up, closed the gap, overshot to 225, which I showed on the 1 hour chart, pulled back. Look at this. There's nothing wrong with it. All right, next one, which is one of my best Canadian plays, even though it was down today. Shopify. Paul's like smiling, like, here we go. Shopify at one point, believe it or not, will, well, I'm not going to say it's going to kick Amazon's butt, but this stock is Amazon Junior, and it hasn't even started its journey. Okay, it's not even at a 52-week high. Here's your gap fill, which is 1,004. That's why I bought more today on Shopify when it was down to Shopify was down to 963. Shopify was only down, it ended the day at 986. This, my friends, is what technical analysis is all about. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? Does this look like a chart that's going to crash and burn? Shopify before Thanksgiving? They're going to have the mother of all Thanksgivings. Amazon's valuation is so high that the stock can barely go up 0.5%, 16 bucks on a day like today, even though techs were down. For Shopify, whose valuation right now is, please listen, their valuation right now, I'm looking at the screen, their market cap is 115 billion. What is Amazon's valuation? Can somebody tell me? Shopify's valuation is 115 billion. What is Amazon's valuation?
It's close to 1.6 trillion.
Yes. So what is the differential between Shopify and Amazon?
10 times.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Paul, my friend, for answering that question. It is 10 times more. And Shopify is growing how much more than Amazon on a yearly basis? 10 times more. Exactly. All right. This is a stock that it is unbelievable. Yes, I'm passionate about it. So what? I'm passionate about everything that has to do with trading. It is 10 times less than Amazon, growing at 10 times more than Amazon. They're in conjunction with Alipay, which is one of the companies of Alibaba. They're attracting 100 million more customers than Amazon can. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Do you? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Aside from Paul. Dubu dubu. I love saying that. Dubu dubu. Dubu dubu. Where are you from? What state are you from? You from the US or overseas? Dubu, I just asked you a question. All right, Dubu probably can hear me. I love it. Dubu dubu. Anyway, this stock is gone. You're talking 1,400. You're talking 1,500. On that note, focus, guys. Not everything will go up the same way. Want to see my blink? The last thing that I'm going to show. Hello, see you later. I begged all of you to buy Blink. I told all of you that maybe Tesla or somebody else will buy them as a supercharger station. Multiple Wall Street idiot analysts downgraded the stock. And when did I tell you all to buy it? I'll stand by it. Right here, right here, right here, even right here. Even at the worst point, I said buy Blink. Boom. End of story. This is what happens. This stock makes Tesla look like baby food. Dubu dubu is off. Exactly. This stock right now has no projections, It can go to 45. It can go to 50. And if somebody buys them, they're going to get bought out at more than 50 bucks. Let's look at the weekly. You can still buy it. You can still buy it. But it's a hot stock. So when it gets too hot, you want to sit back a little bit. But how can you sit back on something like this? Like it's mind-boggling. I just have a bunch of shares. I'm just letting it ride, baby. I bought it here. I bought it here. I'm just like, woof. So let's do a Fibonacci retracement. And today, by the way, according to our great member, Moipa, is Fibonacci Day. So Moipa, big shout out, man. So let's do a Fibonacci retracement. Wow. What's the extreme retracement? 58 effing dollars. If they get bought out, 58 effing dollars. And in the meantime, it's going to go to just on momentum. Just a momentum will go to $36. And where did I tell you all to buy it? And look at these weekly candles. This is called two marching soldiers. There's going to be a third marching soldier. That's a technical parlance term. There is always a third marching soldier. Okay? So while you're sitting there scratching the left lobe of your right ear, like, I'm just kidding. All right? I should be the one, instead of owning common stock, like had 100 calls at 50 cents, they would be up to $30. But I did tell you guys to buy it in multiple webinars. Yes or no, Paul?
You did. It's all in the recording.
Absolutely, it's all in the recording. That's exactly it. No poll counting needed. No recounts needed. There will be a third marching thing. And then it gets like really hot. Look at these moves. Look at these volumes coming in. And I told you, EV shares are going nuts. I'm the first one to admit I missed that big move on that sector. Paul didn't. Paul played Tesla. I did play what do you call XPEV, but not good enough. I'm not good enough. Okay, I did very well in other sectors. GME, I was going to say General Motors. GameStop is the next 30% mover, even though it's moving higher every day. Today alone, it was up 12%. Okay? This is a derivative of the EV sector, which is electric vehicles. And Biden is all about green energy. If Sleepy Joe actually gets nominated to be president, good luck. Tesla, 1,000. I'm talking like in a couple of days. And every single green energy stock, like First Solar and so many others, are going to go boom. Exactly. Am I right or wrong, Paul?
Just a matter of time.
Exactly. There you go. So it doesn't matter what the politics is all about. It's about what business wants. And that's why I like great traders and friends like Paul, because let's keep politics aside and just go with the flow. So this is another great stock that I want to showcase, which is still going higher. Yes, go ahead, Chris.
DPW.
Yes, another one that's going nuts. I saw it. Now let me show this.
Yeah.
I'll show DPW in a second. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, so here is I always say General Motors. This is GameStop. Now, GameStop nothing to do with electric vehicles, nothing to do with hybrid power or green power, whatever. But look at this frigging chart. Whichever way you slice it or dice it, you're looking at right here, 16 to 18. That's 200 to 300% on your cheap options. This is a massive cup and handle breakout, which is going to end up at 20. Please focus. Just buy a bunch of calls and leave it in there. You don't take a whole account and put it in there. All right. Straightforward. All right. 3, activist billionaire investors in GameStop. 3 billionaire activist investors. You think these guys are kidding around? They're looking for 10% in a week? No, they're looking for a double or triple on their money. So let's piggyback these bastards. All right? Exactly. GameStop, buy it. Next, DPW that Chris mentioned. So DPW is DPW Holdings, and I have to clean this up. And now, Paul, Chris, get up on stage and tell us what DPW does.
It just came out in the
Holy
news,
shit.
they're gonna install, yeah, no kidding, huh? They're gonna install EV charging stations in fast food restaurants.
There you go. So this is another blink, right? And holy cow, Paul, Chris, how come you didn't tell us about DPW at 4?
I wish I found out about it at 4.
No, listen, I'll take the blame. How come Clueless Saint, who's supposedly a friggin' genius, didn't know what DPW at 3? I'm the idiot. Paul, thanks for recommending to us. Look at this. This is what, remember, as electric vehicle sales go nuts, as NIO goes to $60, holy crap, it's at 57. Only one day I made money on NIO, the day I shorted it. The next, the balance I had in there, I lost it. I should have bought it back. This is what goes wrong. And from that, what point was that? It was $40. And the stock is at 57. Exactly. Holy cow. Did anyone see XPEV? Paul, did I tell you about XPEV 4 weeks ago?
You did?
On a text that we were exchanging, and we were like, you know, I said, look at XPEV. That's another Chinese company. This is complete mania. Was up $21 today. I told you when it was at 40, it's at 74. I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot. I go to bed at night like thinking, what the did I do? Workhorse, Nikola, LI, Ride, the SPAC, NIO, XPEV, Candy, which I told people to buy actually a while ago. Then I got out of it when it was like, I went from 6 to 9. It's at frigging 16. Candy. Oof. And here's DPW. Remember, for every electric vehicle car that's being sold, Biden or no Biden, do you think everyone's going to be like, oh, I love EV car? I'm not going to say never, but I'm at this point ever going to buy a Tesla or an EV electric vehicle car. Why? Because I like gas guzzling V8, you know, old fashioned boom cars, right? So that's me. But the rest of the world's moving in a different direction. And that's the reason they need to charge. These are the gas stations along the way. DPW, holy moly. And if I pull the weekly, I can't even see the frigging chart. All right, so you guys got some great ideas. That blink is going to go nuts. This DPW definitely thinks, I think it's going to go nuts. But you got to be careful, because when the mania slows down a little bit, it can easily slip down to 5. But whichever the case, the long-term evolution of green energy and EV, electric vehicles, is not stopping. And that's why General Motors came out today, completely, totally dissed Donald, unbelievable, Mary Barra, and basically said, we're going green. See you later. You guys saw that, right? That was like big. And that's almost like saying F you, you know? If General Motors says that, good luck, man. We got this whole sector going nuts. On that note, here we are on the E-minis, looking beautiful, looking very sexy. Oops, hopefully somebody doesn't sue me for saying that. We're in a very politically correct environment. Okay, right there, going higher, new highs. That's all I gotta say. Stick with the plan, just do it. And we have a great earnings winner, which I told you guys to buy last week, which is another one, which is in the autonomous vehicle industry. Ambarella. Ambarella sounds like a Hollywood superstar. Ambarella right now is doing this. Thank you very much. Told you guys to buy it last week. Calls for $1.50, whatever. They went up to $2.50. Said, okay, let me buy a little bit more. And here is Ambarella. Watch this baby. All right, gone. Ambarella. Okay, this was at 4 o'clock at 66, 72 right now. Okay, and what's the long-term projection? It's already at 72. This stock is gone. $80 stock. Buy something outside the regular box. On that note, thank you so much for being here. You guys made my night. Let's get rejuvenated. Don't overtrade this market. Okay, don't overtrade the market, you know. But at the same time, selective stuff, definitely. The GameStops, the Blinks are going higher, the Best Buy, the Goose, the Squares. Oh, which I forgot to show. No, I think I showed it before. Square is 260. It's going to go to 260. It's going to go to 250. So one way or the other, manage your position to do it. Buy time, dollar cost average. Don't freak out if some days it's down $3 or $2, whatever. These are the stocks that make the market. On that note, God bless you all. An early happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'm going to do a webinar on Wednesday. Yeah, I probably will. But any questions, just DM me directly. And Dubu is not here. Love that. Please join us. Paul, thank you. Mike, thank you. Chris, thank you. And everyone who's listening, God bless you all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too, sir. You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Frank.
Happy Thanksgiving, all.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Chris, for all your input, and Mike and Paul.